Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Um, yeah, I'm in a better mood. Uh, Still same situation, but in a better mood. Went to bed rather early. So I woke up feeling very refreshed this morning. Uh, Kids went to school. It's cold outside. I mean, we're used to worse. But with temperatures being in the 90s and then all of a sudden, bang, you get cold. When I walked outside door to take Miley to school, it's like, wow, this is cold. Which technically, any other time, like after winter, 50 or 48 degrees, we'd probably be out there in our shorts. But after 90 degrees, no. Um, Kids put on long pants, took their jackets. I'm wearing my jacket. And so, yeah, we're a little wimpy right now. But they say that fall temperatures are upon us. It's supposed to get down to 48 tonight. I think it got down to maybe 56 last night. Like I said, after winter, 56, we'd be wearing shorts and t-shirts and everything. But right now we're just like bundling up. But it'll change. We'll get used to the cold and then we'll be happy with 50s. But right now, oh, I got laundry to fold. I got dishes to do. I was lazy last night. I didn't do this. But I'll get them done. Give me something to do. It seemed to be a lot of people out today taking kids to school. Uh, it's like, man, where'd all these people come from? And then the sun is just horrendous, right in your face. And I'm short, so when I drive, you can put the sun visor down. It don't help me. So I probably look like a little short kid driving the car. So what am I going to do today? Well, the barbecue pork turned out to be a big hit last night. So I'm going to be making a big pot of chili today. And the kids will be happy. Got to straighten things up around the house. And I did go out in the backyard yesterday and was messing around with my flowers. I had the flowers on my table. Finally, I had to take them out and dump them. But I had them for a long time, so that was pretty good. And then I had that little piece of a plant that I took off out in front. It broke off, and I put it in water. It got roots. So out here in the back, I had put some, like, I don't know, they were like wildflowers in a package and stuff. And there are some really nice plants that come out of that package. But I put it's called a Live Forever. So I put that little one out there, dug a hole and put it in there. And then I had 2 flower pots that had, dirt, old dirt and stuff like that in there from other plants. And I tore it up and I put it around those flowers. And so it looks a little bit nice out there. I'll have to check them later, make sure they're not, that one I planted, make sure it's not wilting or anything. And of course, autumn, so before too long they'll be hiding their little heads. And the wind will be blowing and howling, and the snow will be flying. Yep. Actually, I won't like it. I won't mind it too much. It's just getting started in winter up here. That's the major part. Last night I gave all three of the little dogs baths because they have fleas and they were scratching. So I gave them a bath with the dog shampoo, and I did 2 shampoos on them. And then on Ella, I did 2 shampoos on her. And then since she's a poodle and has such curly hair, I put conditioner on her, hoping to keep them wild curls tame for a little bit. And after I took them a baths, I got a headache. So, hence, I took a couple Motrin and went to bed early. So, I don't know. I just want to say one thing though. Thank you, Claudia, and thank you, Pink Roses, for uh, your comments and your support. I appreciate it very much. I don't have many subscribers. I have 30. But I know the ones I have are good people. They have to be if they're watching me. You know, I don't have too much sensationalism on this channel. I just get on here and sometimes I think I should maybe write down things I want to talk about, kind of make a plan. Because I get on here and I'm just like rambling off and on. Heck, you never know what I'm talking about. You don't. I don't sometimes. I go back and I watch the video before I upload it, and it's like, oh my goodness, what the heck are you rambling about? I did, from yesterday's, I did forget to tell you all that we don't get public assistance here because my daughter and I together are probably about $40 over the poverty. That's pretty bad. So they're not going to help us. I don't know where they think we're going to get the money, but they're not going to help us. So, you know, it's just going to be weeks. And it was like that when Susan was here. There's going to be weeks that when we pay bills, we're just not going to be able to get the groceries. Maybe a few essentials, but that's about it. That's about it. All we're going to be able to do. We'll just have to. I don't know. The kids are going to have to probably get used to eating some beans because I know I got a crap load of beans and rice. And, you know, I'm not much of a rice eater, but these pantries seem to think that you want beans. And, you know, they've been giving us they've been giving us, I think, split peas and stuff like that. I really don't like split peas either. And it's no sense giving that stuff back to the pantry. Um, you know, because it'll just end up right back. And, you know, yeah, I wish we were a big rice eating family around here, but we're not. Um, I don't know. There's just something about rice. I can eat it sometimes, but it's not my favorite. I go through more potatoes than I would those. But I mean, I've got a cabinet that I have beans in. Back on the shelf in the laundry room, I have like a shelf back here. I put canned goods and stuff on, and I've got little red beans. I did have some dried kidney beans and stuff like that until the cat decided to jump up there. And she scratched them open, so I had to throw them away. And, yeah. Um, one of the girls was texting me their my ex-husband, their dad, his mother is in a Dayton hospital. She had a stroke last night. She's really a nice woman, and I will have to send her prayers. If you all say a prayer for her, her name's Pauline. Um, but yeah, I mean, my kids, they'll eat beans. My three girls. Um, I used to fix them. It was just kind of like when they were growing up. Their dad liked beans. Um, their grandmother, she cooked beans like, I don't know, once or twice a week. My ex-father-in-law, he used to eat beans, and I don't know if she had cornbread or not, but he would eat the beans. He would also eat, have her slice him quarters of onions, and he'd dip them in salt and eat them. So my girls, they grew up with eating beans, and we used to put crazy salt on the beans, which I haven't bought in a long time. It's still out there. Um, Aunt Jane's crazy salt, I think it is. Oh, it's really good. And so I would make beans with ham, and although back then I used strictly pinto beans, and they'd have fried potatoes with them. And now I'm kind of into the white beans, but then sometimes I like to mix the white with the pinto. And, throw a big old ham bone in there and cook them down. That's really good. I would like to do that today, but I'm not going to because I'm going to make a hot chili soup instead. So that's what I'm going to do. And, I really don't care for black beans. I've tried to eat them. I really have. I just can't. They might be okay if they were mixed in with corn and rice and stuff like that, like a hot head burritos or something like that. I might be able to eat them, but I don't know. I can't. I just can't. Uh, I don't know. Um, when a long time ago, when I was a nurse, I worked down in Dayton at this nursing home, and there were a lot of blacks down there. And they're really nice people. I mean, those girls, the STNAs, they never said, hey, "Do you?" When it was your shower day, they never went into the residence and said, "You want to take a shower today?" They didn't say that. They said, "Come on, we're taking a shower," and they always gave the people showers. They took real good care of them. Um, they made sure that they would put A and D on their bottoms and stuff like that. And there was really hardly any issues with bed sores. And then, of course, they'd put oil in the lady's hair. My sister one time had to tell them not to do that with the white ladies because they didn't need that oil in their hair. But they were taking good care of the people. And there were some Africans that worked there. Men from Africa are the worst people. I'm a nurse. I was, in charge of my halls, and there was an STNA that was an African man, and he just didn't want to listen at all. He felt like it was beyond him or above him to listen to a woman. But the women, they were just wonderful. Um, only thing they'd bring food in to eat, like fish heads and stuff like that. And um, they'd also, one time, this one girl, she brought in beans, but they were black beans. And I'm telling you, the broth was black, and I wasn't going to eat them. Then there was another one that she brought in these beans, and they had like a red appearance. Now, she might have put hot pepper or something in them, red pepper or something. They were really good. Um, And I didn't know this, but most Africans' foods are very spicy, very spicy. And it was different. But then, I really, being down there and being around the culture, um, you know, um, they are not the Africans, but they were into a lot of cornbreads and um, well, mac and cheese and stuff like that, smoked sausage. But they always said, don't forget to eat your greens. And I'm telling you, some of them girls I worked with, they made the best greens. Uh, they were good. They were really good. And used to be able, we could buy a lunch off of someone that made it, and they'd bring them in, and there would be greens there, macaroni and cheese, or whatever kind of sides that you wanted. But I used to love the greens. They were just so flavorful, just so good. Uh, and like I said, they were really nice people down there. They really are. They're really nice. They have a lot of traditions down there. If it's your birthday and you pin $1 on your shirt, it's your birthday, they'll come up, complete strangers, and they'll pin another dollar on there for you. Um, so, there's good and and of course, like with white, there's good and there's bad. Just with blacks, there's good and there's bad. You know, um, it's the same everywhere. And one time I had to work down there. There was a bad snowstorm, so I couldn't get home. So one of the, well, Afro American women, not an African, but she took me home to her house. And when we got there, her husband, he had said, uh, he gave me his slippers, his house slippers to wear, um, because my feet were cold. And he had made, I think, iced tea. He'd make tuna fish for us. And he's like, go ahead and eat, girl. He said, there ain't no shame here. And, that was really nice. Then they went downstairs and they had a finished basement. And um, they had a new couch they just got in there, and they went down and they fixed it up because it was part of it you could pull it out in a bed. And there was a bar down there and stuff, and they were both down there, fixing things up. They told her husband said, "Don't be afraid if you see something looking in the windows. It's just our dog." And he was showing me around the basement, their pantry and stuff. He said, "Here's the washer and dryer if you want to wash your clothes and dry them for tomorrow." And there was a shower and complete bath downstairs, and also a TV, and it had movies and everything on it. And anything I wanted to watch, they just told me, so it was really nice of them. And in the morning we had coffee, and he'd went out and got donuts for us, and then we went back to work again. So that was really nice, to be treated like that. Of course, I'm not racist. Um, Everybody is the same to me. The only ones I'm not too crazy about are Muslims. Um, I'm not too crazy about when people from South America come up and storm our borders. Um, but to be actually mean, no. You know, my kids, they have friends that are black. I've got friends, you know, I have a friend that is. It's my sister's friend, and she's really a sweetie. Um, I've lived with them all my life, went to school with them, sat with them, played with them. You know, they're just like us. Just like us. But, oh, that's about all I want to say today. Gonna get my day started, I guess. My one daughter said, hey, you can turn the air conditioner off. It's gonna be cool today. Yes, I know. So, I will talk to all of you later. Have a wonderful day. Keep on smiling. And when you feel like you can't go anymore, just remember God's carrying you. Bye.